Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're just joining us for the first time, my name is Pippa and I share knowledge about the business analyst career and the business analyst lifestyle. In today's video, I want to talk about 10 lessons that grew my business analyst career. Now, I've been a business analyst for over a decade and I feel that I have the knowledge to share this and I've just been thinking of what video to do next, and I thought, okay, let's share some tips, right? Some things for expectant business analysts, aspiring business analysts, so that these lessons can help you also as a guide to know what to avoid and things that you should apply in your career as a business analyst. Lesson one. Lesson one is to build a good relationship with your manager. I can't stress this enough. This is the most important lesson I've learned. If you don't like your manager, or if your manager does not like you, succeeding becomes almost impossible, right? Your manager is your biggest advocate. So try to focus on meeting their expectations. Try to focus on delivering results and building mutual respect with your manager. When your manager sees you as a dependable person, your career growth becomes much, much smoother. Lesson 2 is networking. Networking opens doors, right? It's essential to getting yourself out there. Try to attend business analyst meetups, try to join LinkedIn groups, and try to connect with others in the field, right? Over the years, I found that the more you expand your network, the more opportunities come your way. So please try to put yourself out there, attend these networking events. Plus, it's a great way to learn from others, and it's a great way to stay updated on industry trends. As business analysts, we need to keep updated. So please try to put yourself out there and network. Lesson 3, understand the why behind every requirement, right? Early on in my career, I focused too much on documenting requirements without fully understanding their purpose, right? And this is because as a beginner business analyst, you just want to do what you're told. You just want to make sure you're doing what you're told. But I learned that every requirement exists to solve a problem and to create a value. So asking, why is it important? It helps you to dig deeper. It helps you to align solutions with business goals, and it helps to deliver better outcomes. So always ask the question, why? So that you're able to uncover the root cause of the problem as opposed to focusing on the symptoms of the problem, which is one of the key areas that business analysis focuses on. Why? You can never ask too many whys. Lesson 4, stakeholder management. Stakeholder management is the key to success, right? Working with stakeholders can often be challenging, I know, but building strong relationships is crucial for the business analysis career, right? So I learned to adapt my communication style to different personalities. I learned to set clear expectations and also involve stakeholders early to avoid any surprises, right? The stronger your stakeholder relationships, the smoother your projects will run. So it's really important to find ways to build those relationships, find ways to communicate effectively with your stakeholders as well. Lesson 5, embrace ambiguity, right? As a business analyst, you often deal with incomplete or unclear information, right? So instead of feeling frustrated, I learned to embrace ambiguity as an opportunity to ask the right questions and also as an opportunity to create clarity, right? Ambiguity is where the real problem solving begins. So rather than taking it as a blocker when something is not clear, it then gives you the opportunity to ask more questions. It gives you the opportunity to clarify. In the same way, it helps you to build relationship with your stakeholder because you're communicating with them. This brings me on to lesson 6, which is communication. Communication is your superpower as a business analyst, right? Clear, concise, and consistent communication is non-negotiable for the business analyst's career. So whether you are writing user stories or presenting to stakeholders or facilitating workshops, how you communicate determines how your message is received, right? One tip: Always tailor your message to your audience. In my previous video, I talked about building that relationship with your business stakeholders. Make sure you're identifying who the key stakeholders are, what their interest and their level of power is on the project, so that you can then adapt your communication to suit that stakeholder identification. I hope that makes sense. Lesson 7, which is also super, super important, right? Continuous learning. Continuous learning is non-negotiable. You have to keep learning. The BA role evolves constantly, and staying relevant means embracing lifelong learning, right? This is something that I also have to ensure that I continuously do in my career as a business analyst, as much as I'm sharing these lessons with you. So whether it's mastering new tools, attending workshops, or earning certifications, right? Investing in your growth is key. Is key. For me, the BCS certifications have opened up new opportunities for me, and they've also deepened my expertise. If you'd like to know more about learning and growth, I have a membership space. Click the link in the description section below to access my membership space, where I share more knowledge. I share exam preparation for your business analysis certification for the BCS, and we also have regular meetup sessions. So please just click the link in description to join the membership space to help you to learn and continuously grow in your career. Moving on to lesson 8, feedback. Feedback is fuel for growth, right? Early in my career, I dreaded feedback. I didn't really like feedback. But I've learned that constructive feedback is the fastest way to improve, right? So for me, instead of taking it personally, I now actively seek feedback from my colleagues, from my stakeholders, and from my mentors to refine my skills. Because if you don't know where you need to grow, if you don't know what area you are lacking, right, then you continuously do the same things, right? So seeking feedback, check on with the key people that you look up to, with your managers as well. Check with them. Am I delivering as expected? What are your expected deliverables? Is there a better way that I can do this? Tell me how to do better so that I have better impact, better value add on my project, right? It really, really helps. Moving on to lesson 9, which is very, very important also, is self-care. Self-care impacts your performance. Burnout is real. Burnout is real. I've been burned out. If you watch one of my videos, I talked about how I felt being burned out. And burnout doesn't just affect your health, it affects your work. So I learned the hard way to set boundaries, to prioritize my self-care, and to balance my workload. Because why? A healthy BA is a productive BA. So you want to take your self-care very seriously, whether it's taking walks, whether it's taking breaks, whether it's just communicating with your manager to say, you know what, I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed, I would like to take a bit of a break. Try to make sure that you're prioritizing self-care. Moving on to my final lesson 10 is celebration. Celebrate small wins. Celebrate small wins. Big projects can often feel overwhelming, right? But celebrating the small milestones keeps you and your team motivated, right? So try to acknowledge the progress that you're making, whether it's completing a requirements workshop or whether it's solving a tricky problem, right? Every win matters. It should not be overlooked. Okay? So that's it for my 10 lessons that I've learned in the last 10 years of being a business analyst. I can't even imagine that I'm here 10 years later. When I became a business analyst, I never thought in my wildest dreams that I'll continuously be in this role, because at the start, a lot of you, I think I've shared some of my story, I really struggled in business analysis. I really struggled in the soft skills, in building the relationships, but here I am now 10 years later. So you just never know. If you're in this space where you're trying to break into the field, please don't give up, because momentum is very important. I know it can be daunting. You can't see the future, right? But if this is really what to do, you should take the time, invest in your career, invest in self-learning, right? Invest in learning and growth. If you like help, please click the link in description to join the membership space, where we have a community of like-minded people who are looking to break into the field and who have also broken into the field and continuously seeking growth and mentorship. So that's it, really. These 10 lessons have really transformed my approach to business analysis, and they've helped me to grow both professionally and personally, right? So what lessons have you learned in your career so far, or what lessons you think you can take on in your business analysis career? I'd love to hear your stories. Please write them in the comment section. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. You never know who it might help. Share it with someone who's building their BA career. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Peace.